Now this is an absolutely beautiful aquarium here, but there's been some ongoing problems of late with losing fish. Now it would appear that there's very good oxygen. It would appear that there's a lot of filtration, and it's quite puzzling why the fish were actually dying. And the fish were also fed exclusively a average quality flake. Now what we ended up concluding is the most likely cause of this is that when he's doing his water changes, he's doing about a 30% water change, putting the hose straight into the aquarium. And what we've got to appreciate is that when you add water ager, it stabilizes in about 3 seconds. So therefore, if you put the hose in the tank and then you add the water ager even during it, you are letting actual chlorine, chloramone, fluoride and everything else in tap water go into your filter, into your aquarium, which is going to make its way into your filter and kill off a lot of the good bacteria. So if you are going to put the hose straight into the tank, I do not recommend changing any more than 10% of the water at a time, because I've found that to be a pretty safe dilution. And then the other thing is, when you look at his canister filter, it's pretty much full of wool, and there's just a little bit of old filter media at the bottom, which is very old filter media, which means that it may be full. It may be full of dead bacteria and organics and all the rest of it, and may need to be exchanged over time. May be less effective. And this one's got some activated carbon and a whole lot of wool and a little bit of biological material in it. So what we're going to do with this tank is convert the biological media so it's about 3/4 full of marine pure. And the marine pure will oxidize your organics into nitrogen gas, which is going to lower his need for water changes. And we're also going to put some polyfilter in the filter as well to ensure that the water's polished and well looked after. And we're going to stop feeding exclusively flakes, because we understand that flakes pretty much oxidize their vitamins or lose their vitamins within 30 seconds of being in water. And we're going to change it to like a high quality pellet, New Life Spectrum pellet. So we're going to increase the quality of our food, we're going to change the way we do our water changes, and we're going to change what's in our filters. So we've definitely got enough filtration for the tank, we've got enough aeration for the tank, but the tank at the end of the day is not actually stable. And it's not stable because it takes about 3 weeks to grow good bacteria, and we've got monthly 1/3 water changes going on at the moment, and there's not enough media in the filter to grow enough good bacteria, little what the fact that it's getting knocked off by the chlorine. So the tank is just not being able to stabilize. The other thing is that over the last few weeks he's lost about 20 fish, so therefore the tank was sort of possibly overpopulated as well. Because looking at this tank, it's got quite a lot of fish in it, and I think the tank should comfortably hold this many fish, but not a whole heap more. So I'm not recommending you replace any fish at this stage, because it's quite a busy, well-populated tank anyway, and a lot of these fish still need time to grow. There's angels and things that need room. So there's sharks and loaches and decent-sized fish in here. So we don't want to add any new fish to the tank. We're going to change our water change procedures, so we stop putting chlorine in the water. We're going to add polyfilter to polish the water. We're going to add marine pure to stabilize the bacterial capacity of the water, and we're going to increase the quality of our food. And I'm very confident in about 2 weeks' time we'll stop losing the odd fish, and the tank will stabilize, and this will go back to being the beautiful aquarium that it actually is.